Army Chief Upendra Dwivedi on Tuesday spoke on multiple issues related to Manipur. What is important is that he touched an issue which has been the center of debate when it comes to Manipur crisis. Army Chief also touched upon the issue on Myanmar. Without wasting any more time, let us listen to what the Chief of Army Staff had to say.
Manipur last month, and Manipur has been gripped by ethnic violence for more than a year now, and it doesn't help them that they have a border that they share with Myanmar, which is dealing with its own problems, and there are concerns about a spillover. What is your assessment of the ground situation there?
In the lighter vein, ek ke saath ek free, because Manipur was a problem and now you have the Myanmar problem also coming in. So as far as Manipur problem of we see in May 2023, it all started with a rumor that there was a Anglo-Kuki war centenary gate which is being burnt. It was not being burnt. I have gone on ground and confirmed from everyone. Now that rumor mongering led to major violence which is still finding its kind of a stabilization phase which has not reached. So what has happened over a period of time? It has become a battle of narratives. There is a polarization between the communities. The situation may be stable today, but it is tensed. Now, what all can be done about it? But before that, what all other things which have happened? What you talked about, internally displaced people, the number reached to 60,000. Of course, with our perseverance now that has come to below 40,000. Similarly, this society has got weaponized to some extent. Why? Because the weapons were looted. That also needs to be seen. The women-led organizations have come up for the defensive purposes. The underground organizations have come up for the defensive purposes. The battle lines are getting hardened. Therefore, what we have done as of now, that firstly we have to be very clear, it has to be whole of nation approach. As far as the Army and Assam Rifle is concerned, we have deployed approximately 126 columns of Army and Assam Rifle combined together in conjunction with so many other stakeholders which are already operating in this state. And we are trying to calm down the situation. We are trying to bring in the trust. We are trying to restore the trust. It will take its own time, because when the social cracks or the social fracturing takes place, it takes own time to kind of recover. But what has also happened that we've been able to recover a large number of weapons. Approximately, if I can say that 25% of weapons have already been recovered, and double the weapon which are of local kind, that also been recovered. I've also gone and met the ex-servicemen, because they are the last bastion of national integration and social harmony. They are advising us how to go about it. We are working closely with them, as well as the central administration, to look into what are the possible lines of effort which we should go ahead in future.
Army Chief also spoke about how narratives have shaped violence in Manipur. Point to be noted is that he chose to speak about an issue that was first taken up on News9 Live.
Are there concerns about foreign assistance to certain militant groups from Myanmar?
If we retrace the history of Manipur, the issues are very, very complicated. We have to go back to the Kabao Valley and so on and so forth. We'll not talk about it. But what is important, we earlier had something called as Valley-Based Insurgent Groups, VBIGs. From where were they being supported? They were being supported from across. Now, similar kind of allegations is coming for the other groups. Out here, what we are looking at, that we should not allow wrong narratives to be built up. For example, there was a narrative of the bomb drones. We have gone on ground and checked up, there is no bomb drone. There was another wrong narrative which was said 900 anti-national elements have infiltrated. We checked up, there's nothing like that. So if we control that, I think things will be all right. Now what we're talking about, the external support. As far as the external support is concerned, Myanmar is having its own problem. When we are having their own problem, what happens? They also have some people who are getting displaced. When they're getting displaced, where will they go? They will only go to those places which are peaceful and ready to accept them. And that's what is happening in Mizoram and Manipur. So those people who are coming, they are coming unarmed, and they are coming for some kind of a shelter. And India, the country we are, we will make sure that they provide the shelter, food and support till the time we can.
I had interviewed Lieutenant General PC Nair, former DG Assam Rifles, on similar issues, and he spoke on drone bombs that was contested by the state police. He had also spoken on the narrative war. Let me play out the bite.
So there is always this baggage about Assam Rifles, and all of them in some way have some connect with the civil society. And let me clarify here, it is not that all the Meiteis are against us. It is not the case. It is just that these are some groups who create a narrative that Assam Rifles is against us, have false videos, have footage, false pictures that they spread around and entice this feeling of hatred. Far-flung places from like Bengaluru and Chennai, I was asked this question by some of my very good friends, my classmates, as to why is exactly what you are trying to tell me, as to why is Assam Rifle doing a favor to a particular community and not helping the government. To which my point is, there are 2-3 things I would like to tell you here. Is we have been castigated, blamed for no fault of us. My men, of course, I am a former DG now, the people of Assam Rifle, the soldiers, the officers are doing what is supposed to be done by the book. They are not doing any kind of favor to anyone, and I gave you an example of Meitei and Kuki soldiers being there in our midst. History probably will judge us better than what is now coming in the media. There are multiple things. You spoke of drone, I will come to that aspect also. A large amount of the flag that we are facing is because of wrong reportage, A. Second, the wrong social media videos and photos that are going around. When this news first came on the 1st, 2nd of this month, one of the media channels contacted me and asked me, sir, I had just read, I was not still aware of the details. Sir, are you aware that there have been drone strike? I said, I have just read. So, are you surprised? I said, I am not really surprised, because it is quite possible, because I knew this background of it being used extensively in Myanmar, both by the Myanmar army as also by the PDF. This background I knew, and because the common ethnicity and all this open border, I said it was just a matter of time before it got used. But as I started studying, researching more, but this was what I have found out, and I didn't leave it at that. I checked it from, first I came to know from some of my friends there. I checked it from the forces on ground, the military and Assam Rifle forces I have checked, they have confirmed. I have also checked it from the army chief, and he has confirmed that there is actually no ammunition dropped. The footage, the pictures that are going around are of which place? They are of Palestine and Myanmar. I have said this in my earlier interviews also. I have about 35 to 40 videos in my mobile, all false, different countries, but what gets propagated is happening in Manipur.